Yeah.
That was round 5.
It's round 6 and Control is banned.
Yeah.
and we are on top of everything.
We're on top of it. We are making it hum here in the booth.
We are well-informed professionals.
Adam Fronsee, Forrest, Kamperman, Grixis Death Shadow, Eldrazi Tron, round 6, Lego.
This looks like the natural.
No map? Just the Tower of Power, huh? That's a
Does
little...
your say it's turn 3 Tron or natural turn 3?
It's just turn 3 Tron.
Okay.
Adam off to a good start here with the Tower of Power. Kamperman going to cycle Street Rave.
7 damage in 1 turn. Turn 1.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm drawing very live. All right. We need a fetch now, Forrest. We need a fetch. Big land drop here. Big land drop. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I would. You got to at least take 1. You are Death Shadow. Probably want to take 3.
So you have the Thoughtseize.
That's big here. What land is he thinking? I'm thinking Watery Grave or Blood Crypt.
Oh, man.
Ooh, Watery Grave. 15.
Player ends the first turn at 13 or less life really fills out a lot of your... It's a big one to hit.
That's a big hit. Yeah, maybe cycle another Street Wraith here. Come on. No!
Faded it. Not going to be able to fade it. I don't feel like I'm going to be able to fade that one for 2 days, but I faded it.
Serum Visions. It's going to scry 2. 1 on top, 1 on bottom. That's a good sweat right there.
That was good.
That was a good sweat. All right, over to Fronsee. How about a mine?
Well, he picked up a map. So if he's got any other Tron piece, he's got the natural if he wants it.
Yeah. Well, he could have it on turn 3. What is this? What is this land?
Work with me here, Adam.
Yes. All right. Eldrazi Temple going to come down. No turn 3 Tron, but a turn 2 Matter Shaper it is, as Fronsee will pass the turn back.
Whoo! Faded some big ones there. Faded some big ones.
Hey, you made it through this game so far. Not bad. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if I see Del 5 for an Angler,
you're going to lose it.
I'm out of here. I'm out of the booth if I see Del 5 for an Angler.
Maybe you want to keep an opt in there for flashback purposes.
There's a Blood Crypt untapped. Forrest going to fall down to 12. Big follow-up.
Yes. Faded it.
All right, that's Del 4 for a Tassiger.
Fading it left and right.
Tough to run better than you right now.
Cool.
Pretty tough to run better. Just 3 different bingo squares that I missed.
Just dodging bullets, Matrix style.
Literal just Keanu Reeves over here. A Ghost Quarter here from Fronsee will allow him to cast an Expedition map. We might see a Chalice for 1 as the follow-up, and we do.
Well, that puts a crimp on some Snapcaster op sort of plans.
Might have to try to get it by him now.
Oh, yeah.
the test.
Snapcaster Mage flashing back opt into a Chalice of the Void should be automatic bingo at like end of contest.
Yes. Matter Shaper, of course, going to hold back as we're going to go back over to Kamperman. He's going to play a Scalding Tarn. I am really excited for when the players go back and replay their matches.
Oh, of course.
And it's like, what are these two?
They're just shrouding about bingo.
Yeah, what are these 2 idiots yelling about? Here comes Tasker. Ooh, a Snap Block. All right. Trigger from Matter Shaper. Top card. Oh, the Power Plant. Oh. only one away from the Tron, and he's got the Expedition map.
He's good to go next turn.
Yes, he is. Then the real spells start coming.
And Chalice for 1 locks out a lot of interaction from Death Shadow. So
Reality Smasher appears to be the draw step there for Fronsee. Endbringer also in hand. And that Chalice is going to lock out Thought Scour, 4 copies. Thought Seize, 4 copies. Inquisition of Kozilek, 2 copies. Stubborn Denial, main deck, 3 copies. Fatal Push, 3 copies. Serum Visions, 4 copies. Opt, 2 copies. Heck of a Chalice here, folks. Fronsee will sacrifice this Expedition map. I think he wants the mine. He does. His Tron is online. So does he want to go to Endbringer, or does he want to up the clock here with Reality Smasher? Oh, also Chalice shuts off Death Shadow. I cannot forget that.
I kind of like playing Reality Smasher and Walking Ballista for 1. There's not really a lot of ways where you get punished on Ballista for 1 once you've locked out his 1-cost spells. And if Kamperman had something like Terminate, I'd much rather the Terminate go to a Reality Smasher than to an Endbringer.
Well, we're going to see an Endbringer here. Fronsee wants to try to get that set up. He'll pass the turn back. There is the Terminate. That'll take care of that. So we're going to go over to Kamperman. He'll play a Bloodstained Mire. Tasker's going to come in for 4. Fronsee's going to fall down to 16.
I think Fronsee's position is still quite favorable, but that was the concern with the line of play he took.
Well, Fronsee drew a pretty good one here. Let the carnage begin.
Neat.
It's a powerful card. He wants to read this.
Oh.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, you know, if you got Stubborn now, might as well give it a shot.
You got to try.
Yeah. Well, Karn's in.
I mean, what's the hope here? That you Tassiger into something relevant?
That's going to go underneath Karn. That one's exiled. If we get a restart, Tasker will be starting on Adam Fronsee's side. Now we're going to go over to Kamperman, who's just going to play a Snapcaster Mage, try to clock this Karn a little bit, bring it down to 1 counter. It's a Polluted Delta.
Any copies of Kolagon? 2 copies of Kolagon.
2 to break out of the Chalice lock. That's typically what you'll find in Grixis Delver.
I was going to say, playing a naked Snapcaster with a Terminate in the graveyard, awfully aggressive. But if he's drawing to something that allows him to get out from under all of this, then you can justify it.
Polluted Delta, along with some other lands here, are going to be sacrificed, it looks like. Looks like they're just making sure life totals are on the up and up, so a couple of lands going to go to the graveyard here. Blood Crypt untapped. Steam Vents. Swamp. Four mana available. Any delving to be done here for Kamperman is the question.
And how much? Because you've got some skin in the game.
There's only 4 cards in the graveyard. Yeah. Delving 3. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Let's go over to Fronsee. Another Tron piece here for Adam. Access to 11 mana this turn, or 12 if it's Eldrazi mana for Adam Fronsee. Let's go up with Karn, up to 5. Exile a card, likely to be a 1-mana spell.
Yeah.
Yep, there goes Inquisition. A little bit of the downside right now to Karn. This is Reality Smasher. Oh, and it's going to attack. Gurmag Angler probably forced to block right now.
If he doesn't block, the Walking Ballista in hand finishes it off.
Well, looks like we have no block. And the Walking Ballista in hand will finish it off. Gonna go upstairs with the powerful artifact creature, and Adam Fronsee is gonna win game number 1 here over Forrest Kamperman. Eldrazi Tron up a game here over Grixis Death Shadow.
And I don't mind the no block there because Kamperman's not beating a Walking Ballista in that spot with the amount of mana that Fronsee has.
Yeah, there's just too much going on, too difficult to beat, and Fronsee's draw very, very good in that first game. To the sideboards we're gonna go. We'll start with Forrest Kamperman, who's got 2 Young Pyromancer, 2 Liliana the Veil, 2 Teamer Battle Rage, 2 Ceremonious Rejection, 2 Collective Brutality, 2 Kozak's Return, a Stubborn Nile, a Nile Spellbomb, and a Disdainful Stroke.
I like the Disdainful Stroke and the 2 copies of Ceremonious Rejection quite a bit. I wouldn't really mess around with too much of this other stuff. I mean, Liliana the Veil is okay, but a lot of these creatures trade profitably or generate tokens. I think Young Pyromancer is a tough sell against Walking Ballista, so I'd probably just bring in the counters.
For Adam Fronsee, he's got a lot of 2 of his own. 2 Blightherder, 2 Sorceress Spyglass, 2 Ratchet Bomb, 2 Warping Whale, 2 Grafdigger's Cage, 2 Relic Progenitus, a Witchbane Orb, a Surgical Extraction, and a Basilisk Collar.
I think the 2 copies of Relic Progenitus are pretty easy to bring in here. And I could buy the Ratchet Bombs too. It's just a cheap way of interacting. But light sideboarding here as well, I think.
Well, it looks like light sideboarding here for maybe both players, as Forrest Kamperman will be on the play here for game number 2. Now, my friends, we at Star City Games have a lot of different tournaments that we're excited about, and one of which is the Season 2 Regional Championships. Got an awesome playmat, planned for a lot of cash and prizes, and an invite to that Season 2 Invitational. You can learn more about that tournament and plant your flag right now.
Plant your flag at the StarCityGames.com Season 2 Regional Championships. On November 4th, play Modern at any one of the 11 regional locations across the U.S. The first 200 players to register for each event will receive a Hammer and Scale playmat and Kraken token just for signing up. Regional championships are part of the SCG Tour with SCG points for all players. Top 8 competitors earn a trophy, a share of $5,000, and a spot on the Season 2 SCG Invitational. Visit go.starcitygames.com/regionals to learn more.
Go.starcitygames.com/regionals. Learn more information about what should be a really fun weekend of Magic for everybody, and a really great playmat too. Yeah. You have to play one of these 2 decks in a tournament. Which one are you playing?
Death Shadow.
Yeah.
Death Shadow feels like it's doing more unfair stuff. In formats like this, you know, with some of the older cards, I generally like to load up on 0 and 1 mana proactive cards. I think that's a pretty successful strategy, generally speaking. Eldrazi Tron, definitely powerful, but too many hands where the first thing you do is, you know, a turn 3 matter reshaper. And that's just not my kind of language.
All right, Death Shadow or Storm?
Death Shadow.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. How much do you still like Burn? Is it just like a Modern deck that you just kind of play when you're hanging out at home, or is it something you actually like?
It's fine. I think the Death Shadow matchup is pretty solid. It's good against Storm. A lot of the creature tribal stuff, I think it's very good against. Unfortunately, Adam's weapon of choice this weekend, Eldrazi Tron, very challenging matchup. That's made the deck worse.
Makes sense.
They can beat you without Chalice, and they have 4 Chalices.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is very tough.
That's a pretty good summary of things, I think,
Yeah.
actually.
And the random Basilisk collar is not, you know, they got one for no reason, just grandfathered in. Everyone has 1 and 1 on the board. It's total nonsense, but they're good against burn.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Forrest is going to take a mulligan here. So let's see. What are we live for here? We got a player ends the first turn at 13 or less life. So close last game.
Snapcaster opt. I'm still live on that.
Turn 3 Tron. Delve 6 or more cards to cast a spell. I mean,
Street-
how bad can a guy run here?
Street Wraith. Cast as a creature.
My goodness. This should be easy mode. Someone should. Oh, you have Street. Yeah. There are 5 different squares.
What do you mean?
Well, there's 5 different boxes that we could hit in this match
sure.
alone.
Yeah, yeah.
No pregame effects. Fronsee got any link? No, he doesn't have any ley lines. Is it a Gemstone Cavern?
No.
Come on.
All right, well, Kamperman's going down to 5, making it less likely he can Gurmag Angler, but making it more likely he would be interested in flashing back opt with Snapcaster Mage.
That's true.
Little swings,
yeah.
just percentage points. It's not an all or nothing thing. It's just little bits and pieces here and there. That's what we're banking on here.
That's the thing. Anything can happen.
Right.
Anything can happen. E-Tron, still a good deck. Still a good deck. All right, Mr. Kamperman. 3, 4, 5 cards. Can he find a 5 he's happy with? Oh, boy, there's a shoulder slump right there. All right, he's going to keep it. He's going to scry. That top card has now become the bottom one. He's on the play. Yep, not going to go to 13 on turn 1 this game. Not on a mold of 5.
Oh, no natural Tron.
Yeah,
Sorry about
no.
that.
I like how no natural Tron can end literally the first turn of the game. Just nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Watery Grave. Let's see the hand here. Ratchet Bomb. Oh, boy. Ratchet Bomb, Smasher, 2 Shapers, a Chalice. I think there's another Eldrazi Temple in hand over there, too.
Yeah, this hand is, this is not doing Kamperman any favors here.
You've probably got to take Chalice.
About as good as a hand as you can ask for here.
Yeah. Probably just has to take Chalice because if he doesn't, it's basically going to shut off everything he does. This matchup seems tough for Death Shadow. I mean, they can definitely win. We've watched this matchup a lot this year.
And part of the problem is a lot of their cards are, you know, they're cost sensitive. They're Fatal Push and Inquisition to Kozilek. And this is a matchup where that actually matters. They're casting 5-mana creatures. They have spells that cost 7 you want to get out of their hand. And so the fact that these cards that in Modern typically just get whatever, just kill whatever, don't really work here as effectively is a big part of the problem.
Tassiger in hand here for Forrest Kamperman.
I got to watch this firsthand. In Baltimore, Chad Castell, our resident Obzon guy, with a bunch of Fatal Pushes and Inquisitions and Abrupt Decays against Reality Smasher and friends.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Poorly. That was the loss that knocked us out of top 4 against Zan Saeed and his squad.
That is a matter of Shaper. We're going to go back over to Forrest Kamperman. Kamperman might sacrifice the Polluted Delta on the end step. But he's going to hang tight. To Fronsee we go. The Dustbuster, the draw step. There's a Sanctum of Ugin. He's going to come in here for just 3. Going to be a little bit more conservative with the Reality Smasher. Actually, it was taken. Pardon me. So he's just going to probably go to Shaper again. So I also got the Chalice for 1. I guess you could just do that. He's going to check his sideboard real quick, huh?
That Shadow's got so many 1s, and I don't think Fronsee has 4th land in his hand. So Chalice on 1 makes a lot of sense to set here.
Yeah, I like it. Ceremonious Rejection, sure.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, good for Kamperman that he had it, but no big loss from Fronsee's perspective.
Yeah, if he doesn't have it, the game is basically over. It's not like, you know, Fronsee loses if this gets countered.
Right.
So might as well test the waters. He did. And now we play on. Let's go over to Forrest Kamperman now. On a mulligan to 5. Facing down a good draw here from Adam Fronsee. Death Shadow, a very powerful deck, though. Going to work itself through many situations. Here's a Tasker, Del 4. That'll work. Let's go over to Fronsee. Tower, power the draw. He'll play that tower. Ratchet Bomb, gonna have a hard time taking care of Tassiger.
We're a ways away.
And that is another Matter Reshaper, and here is the bomb.
Well, game is, from Kamperman's perspective, stable currently.
I mean, we have a game of Magic here. I'm curious to see what Kamperman will draw, but we definitely have a game of Magic here. Looks like at least one Stubborn Isle there in Forrest hand. And right now,
I get it. There's a lot of powerful spells in the deck, but so much of what you're fighting over are creatures.
there's a Chalice. Well, it's also maybe a little bit of recency bias. He got annihilated by Karn last game.
Yeah, that's true.
Kamperman actually sitting pretty good here. Fronsee definitely thinking about some things. He's just going to pass, it looks like. Can't cast Karn right now. Terminate.
I think Fronsee would count that as a win. We got something to play towards.
Yeah, I mean, Ulamog, it does cost 10 mana. He has 7 Eldrazi mana at the moment. Tassiger going to come in. Block with Matter Reshaper. All right.
Free.
Yep. Couldn't be free.
Going infinite.
Shadow. Bomb up to 1. Yep. All right, let's go back over to Adam. Tower. 8 total mana with regards to Eldrazi, 2 away from Ulamog. 1 mana away from Karn.
Interested to see here if Fronsee respects the possibility of Stubborn Isle. Normally you would just cast it because it's trivial for Death Shadow to keep up 1 mana for the entire game once they got into the spot. Not necessarily the case here. So Fronsee might believe if Stubborn Isle's in Kamperman's hand, there still is a chance that he'll put the shields down on some turn.
Yeah, right now Fronsee has all his dust, which he can play off of the Eldrazi temples. And, you know, if Kamperman doesn't...
If either one of these 7s resolves, it should be game.
Yes, yes.
So...
Yeah, he's going to try for... it looks like he's going to try for all his dust. Again, remember, can't cast Karn yet. So here's the attempt at all his dust. Okay, there's Stubborn Isle. So that takes care of one of those. He's still got Ratchet Bomb to take care of the Death Shadow. So, I mean, Fronsee's at 20 life. He's still doing fine.
Yeah, and it looks like he's interested here in chump blocking Tassiger, just trying to draw the resources necessary to cast Ulamog and just win the game that way.
Yep. Which will make it very easy to win. 2/2 Death Shadow, huh? I smell a Street Wraith.
Well, I would block with the Mana Reshaper. I mean, if it does something, you still have the Ratchet Bomb. Ratchet Bomb's probably not doing anything other than killing the 1 Death Shadow anyway.
It's true. Well, here comes your trigger.
Well, if Fronsee's okay with taking 2 points of damage a turn, and this freezes him out of playing another Death Shadow, then cool, you know. You can afford to take a hit or two.
There's a power plant. Nine mana here for Fronsee. Somebody wants a land. Well, he drew an expedition map, which...
With the towers in play, he gets a major
huge boost.
Yeah. He gets a lot of mana out of this.
He's actually got a stubborn denial of that. He can't let... Forrest Kamperman cannot let that happen.
All right, well, now the coast is clear for Karn.
Can't cast it. 6 mana.
Oh, he's stuck. Okay, yep. Yeah, you're right.
All he can do is pass the turn back. Kamperman, depending on what Fronsee's draw steps are right now, and what Kamperman's working with, Kamperman can steal this game.
It's tough because almost everything at this stage is a hit from Fronsee. It's either the mana to cast something huge or a spell.
Yeah, maybe he draws like Running Chalices or something. Who knows? Well, Fronsee with a raised eyebrow. He drew a copy of Reality Smasher, which is not bad. Not my favorite draw, but it's not bad. Let the carnage begin. Disdainful Stroke. Not quite.
Okay.
All right. Back to Kamperman we go.
Oh, no.
There's only 5 cards in the graveyard.
Okay.
What's Angler cast? 7? Yeah, 6 and a black.
Faded it.
Lucky.
Faded it.
So lucky. You are so lucky. 5/5 fish. Fronsee, big draw. There it is. Here comes Ulamog. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Uncounterable. Boom. And trigger the Sanctum of Ugin.
This is a lot.
Now, what does he want to target is the question.
Lands. Yes.
Yes.
Correct.
The lands are gone. The trigger from the Sanctum will occur. And Mr. Fronsee, I believe, would like another copy of Reality Smasher. Yes. Adam was looking for that next mana source. He found it. Now Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger, might be helping him move on to 6-0, folks. Now, I do have a square here, Patrick.
No permanents in play.
Player loses with no permanents on the battlefield.
Kamperman's got to be smart enough to concede. You gotta be able to concede in this spot. Come on.
Oh boy. Couple copies of Reality Smasher.
Concede.
There is some blocking.
Don't jump, but don't just.
There is some blocking to be done on this board. I'm going to tell you what. There is some blocking to be done here.
Dude, come on.
There is a 2, 3.
This is
little trigger here from Ulamog.
These people have been taught how to play Magic from different people than I learned how.
There go 20 cards. There go 20 cards.
Just concede.
Fronsee,
put your hand out.
Fronsee,
what are we doing?
Fronsee's going to take a look.
Oh, yeah, got a big draw step next. Got to see you got 1 turn or 2, right? How many cards are in your deck? Come on.
24 cards. 24 cards in Kamperman's deck. Patrick in agony right now.
What do you think you're drawing? What card is in your deck that you want to draw? No.
No, you have to.
Good block.
Go to one.
Good block. Attack him. Attack him. Let him. Yes. 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 Faded it. Faded it.
Oh my! You have to.
Faded
You
it.
have to be kidding me.
Faded
You have
it. Faded it.